I'm glad.
Chadman donated another 50 and said, then do 3 times a day and say it's a 20-minute workout. Then do it 3 times a day. Saying you do something when you're just half-assing it. If you're going to do it, put your heart and soul into it. Well, you know, you should do it. And you should put your heart and make it explode and your soul into it. Make it leave.
You know what I really want to do? I want to start making enough money off the show to get a membership for me and Desi at a place with a pool, because that's where I'm really allowed to work out without doing too much damage. And I swam. I mean, it was this 2 summers ago. I swam 3 days a week for an hour, and it was so good. And it really helped my knees. It really helped my back. I lost weight doing it. And then the fucking mega church in the area bought my gym and turned it into a fucking church.
Then why don't you go to the church?
Because the church doesn't have a pool. It's a church. And
they got rid of the pool?
As far as I know, yeah. It's now just a church. They remodeled the whole fucking thing. But there is still a place called Fayetteville Athletic, and it's like $75 a month. But they got a nice pool, and I think I could get in it, and I think it could be useful. So if we keep cranking out the shows, man, I'm hoping we'll be able to afford all that.
Why don't you just do some research? I guarantee there's somewhere to swim in your town right now.
Well, so there is the Jones Sitter up at Springfield. You still have to get a membership there. That's the other place we were looking at. It is considerably more crowded, and they have much more restrictive times that you can go there because of how crowded it is. But if we can't afford it, and this is a banger. Me and Desi were talking about this. I think we're going to get, maybe if we can afford it, I want to get season passes for the Bentonville water park. It's got a lazy river, it's got a few slides, it's got some other shit, but honestly, walking in a lazy river is good workout, man. If you haven't done that, it's so good. I mean, it's hard walking against or even with the water. And so we're looking into saving up for that.
Drummer just became a member and said, why did you vote for Biden?
For what?
From what?
Help you with something?
I thought at the time, number one, I know that if I voted in Trump in Arkansas, it wasn't going to make a difference because Arkansas always goes red since I've been here. But then on top of that, in my mind, I was just like, I just can't bring myself to vote for Trump right now. So it doesn't matter. I'll vote for anybody else. And I didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. I voted for Jill Stein just because I like to throw my vote away. And now I can't vote anymore because I'm a felon.
I'm so desperate. I just invited Paige to the live show.
How about you think about putting Jeremy on?
Jeremy who?
The quartering? Oh, I'd love to have Jeremy on.
Yeah, let's bring him on.
I don't have him on Discord, do you?
Who has he been fighting with? Was he fighting with Boogie or Wings or anyone?
He's been fighting the good fight against Gamergate shit. Yeah. He's been out there like
he's got a thing with what's his name, Steven Crowder. He's like taking Crowder's side and his divorce against Candace Owens. I don't know. I just wanted to ask him about it.
Jeremy just feels like a pick-me girl, right? In the conservative movement, he's always like picking someone's side, and he's always like defending, like recently he's been defending Candace Owens like nonstop.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, yeah.
And it's like Candace Owens isn't going to have you on, Jeremy, or any of these other people. They don't interact with you. They really don't. Like they don't have you on the show.
Well, he's got a relationship with Crowder, according to him.
I have an opinion about Jeremy, the quartering. I knew him before he became the quartering.
That's right. They had the beef. Remember the fight over the Magic, the Gathering event?
Yeah. And long story short, I think Jeremy is nowhere near as conservative as he acts online.
I think so too.
I think that he's probably hamming it up really, really hard. I'm sure he believes a lot of stuff, but not all of it.
I have his number.
When you got in a fight him, I had him on my show, and then he basically talked me out of slamming you. He was afraid you were gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
I told him you wouldn't, and I was right.
Yeah, Jeremy, unfortunately, has seen. He's actually reached out to me in the last year. He was really nice to me. I was really grateful.
Oh, really?
But he's seen Crazy Boogie as well, like Keemstar saying it.
Crazy Boogie.
Keem, can you get Rich's editor or Jay, that fat drunk quarter pounder? If not, invite Asher's. We're so desperate. We're gonna have Asher's on.
Fuck it. I'd even have who are those the weird family, the guy, the dad, the daughter.
Boogie, go on your Discord and see who's on.
I don't use Discord.
We gotta
you know
get
this.
somebody on this fucking show. This is so fucking insane.
Here's what I want to do with tonight's show while we're trying to find somebody. I want to know what the fuck you're doing. What is your deal, Keemstar? What do you do besides work?
I ride ATVs. Me and my girlfriend, we work out. We drink a lot.
Do you party with her? Like, the reason I ask,
Yeah.
I saw 3 butts on your Instagram. I saw 3 butts on a pool table.
Yeah. That's that pool table over there. It glows in the dark.
Yeah, so just tell us. You're slaying, right?
Yeah. Brantley has her friends over, right? They all put the Happy Punch outfits on. We were slamming some drinks. We just got done ATVing. They got on the pool table and they said, take a picture. I thought it was a good picture, so I posted it on the gram.
Well, I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to feel out
Boogie.
how big of a freak you are.
Boogie, my girl likes girls. So, let's
So I'm just glad to hear it. I'm glad to know I'm not the only fucking sicko on this show.
That's not sick. I'm normal. I'm a normal straight guy. You're over here looking at Eric's dick. Like,
he's not a nice dick.
We're not the same.
It's a nice dick.
We're not the same.
You look at it too. You can't miss it when it's in the room. It takes up half the room.
It's just why would you do that? You guys are out, you're drinking, you're all going. Look at each other's dicks.
Because we're boomers. We're weird fucking old boomers.
Yeah, I'm only 3 years younger than you, Boogie. That's ridiculous.
It's how it's always fucking been.
If you try to do that shit where I grew up around here, right? Like, they'd beat your ass.
Yeah, if you try to do that shit when I was growing up, that was just
Keemstar.
Tuesday. It was on the football team. Everybody saw everybody's dicks.
You remember that?
Did you play sports game at all?
Yeah, and
You
and
didn't see a bunch of fucking dicks?
yeah, but who's looking at people? I'm not looking.
I didn't mean to. I wasn't like staring. I just looked over.
I also go and piss in the fucking urinal, and if I look this way or that way, I'm gonna see some dicks. But guess what? I don't look this way or that way. I just look at my own dick and piss.
I'm saying the
Walk
joke.
out.
I was in the army. I can't I can't remember one dick.
The joke is the entire gag was trick other people into looking at your dick. It's like this thing, but with your dick.
Fooled you.
That's the entire bit. That's the entire bit. You don't want to see the dick. Also, by the way, if you're a teenager still and you're having trouble getting laid, join band.
Oh,
Because
now
girls are fucking wild.
Now I know why you said that, because those 2 girls are black on my Instagram. That's why you said that, because you're into black chicks.
It is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
That one girl's packing too. She got a donkey.
I ain't got nobody on this. I'm looking through here. I got fucking Harley, but he's probably busy.
Add him in here. What the fuck? Him and Tommy will have a good old time.
I get along with him now.
I have like 2 or 3 people that have just told me they will not come on this fucking show.
Guys, I promise you, like, I have fucked up 2 weeks in a row for planning this show, but there's like nothing going on. Like, you gotta understand, right? We're coming off of fucking Wings being mad at the Reddit and like, I'm gonna quit the show, and then fucking Boogie's house gets spray painted. You're a pedo, you're a thief, and the fucking guy's out to kill him. We're coming off of such a high moment and so many good high episodes of real shit that's going on. But like now we gotta figure it out. And like, yeah, I could grab Grace, and yeah, I could grab some of these other people, but then I'll just hear about you guys crying about it nonstop. Like, oh my God, I don't fucking know.
I will say this is proof that we don't force drama once again.
Yeah,
because if we would have
I don't
written
want to hear that
something.
shit again. Forced drama.
Yeah, Listen, I'll be honest with you. I think it's good to have a cooldown period where people just get to see like the real us and like not the who we are when we're reacting to hell, but when we're just being ourselves.
How do I do this?
I think it's interesting to get to know Keemstar genuinely.
I have a okay, fine. You can interview me all you want. Go ahead.
I found out the most important thing I wanted to know is whether or not you're getting those 3-ways and 4-ways going. That's what I want.
So there's nothing else you want to know?
I do. Again, man. Besides work, do you play video games anymore?
Yes.
What the fuck are you playing right now? Retro shit or like?
I play Rocket League every day, and I play Call of Duty every day. And the new thing that I've just done is I've started to build like a retro arcade machine that doesn't have retro games, that has new games. So think of
nice.
Think of a video arcade, widescreen video arcade cabinet, right? And what I'm building for it is I'm building the Contra remake, which if you've seen the graphics, they're like amazing. Have you seen the new Contra remake, Boogie?
Yeah, it looks really fucking good. I haven't bought it yet, but
you can't play that with a fucking stick. You can with a controller. You can all day long, but it's not. Imagine having a fucking 1980s arcade experience with the top of the line 4K fucking 120 frames a second fucking graphics with the stick and the fucking buttons. So what I'm doing is I'm taking all these new games that you can use a fight stick with, right? And I'm building an arcade that's all modern fucking 4K. And by the way, all those fucking games they make nowadays with your fucking, where they try to recreate the 8-bit image, right? Where it's it's a brand new game, but like the graphics are garbage. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself, you stupid fucks, bro. I'm from a generation where we had Nintendo, then we had Super Nintendo, then we had Nintendo 64, then we had fucking GameCube. Like every year the graphics are supposed to get better. What has happened in the last fucking goddamn decade of gaming where they're trying to make the graphics look as shitty as possible? Go
actually know the answer to that. Actually know the answer to that. The answer is because I love the retro gaming community, and I know all these guys like the Game Chasers, Wood, and all these great people, right? And a lot of these people, they miss that old school feeling, that old school look, and game developers know that their game will stand out a little bit, right? And it's just cheaper and easier to make. So most of the time, those pixelated games are made by 1 or 2 people in their bedrooms. But I think, and there's no fucking excuse for a big company to do that shit. But if you're a smaller game developer, you know, like the Angry Video Game Nerd, his has the old pixelated graphics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
the best ones.
Dumb, because Boogie, you can do you can make a platformer that's like 3D but 2D. You know what I'm saying? Like side scroller, like fucking platformer game. You don't have to make the graphics look bad. Make the graphics look like 2024, but you're still getting the same fucking experience like you're playing NES or Super Nintendo. You're getting the same experience, but it's a better experience because you have better graphics. Why do they do that? That's so fucking dumb.
I have a video game complaint. I've been playing Dragon's Dogma 2. I did not play much of the first one, but I jumped into the second one. And I pre-ordered it, knowing that I was going to need some game sometime soon to fuck around with. $70, I know, dumb investment, but I did it. And then when the game finally came out, I started playing it over the weekend. And then most of the YouTubers I follow did not talk about it or play with it because the company did the dumbest fucking thing. You can get these waypoints that you can lay down anywhere in the game, and there's a maximum of 10 you can have. And the game allowed you can find them and pick them up and use them like fucking in the game itself. But they also sold you one for $2.99 for some fucking reason. And I've no earthly clue. Well, but it sent the wrong message out. It sent that, you know, if you want to fast travel in this game, you have to pay $2.99 on top of the price of the game, which is not true. It's not how the game works. And you can't, like, if you buy it and you find 10 in the game, you can't even use the one you bought. It's, why the fuck did the company do something so fucking stupid? Because that game is actually really fucking good, and it tanked the entire game. How fucking stupid are you, Capcom? And the worst part about it is Capcom has been on a roll. They made a lot of really good games lately, and they fuck up like this. On top of that, by the way, Warner Brothers just took the biggest fucking L I've ever seen. They made some incredible games of last year. Fucking the Harry Potter games, for example, they just said they are backing out of the AAA industry. The people that made fucking Hogwarts the game is backing out because no one wanted to play Suicide Squad because it was poorly written, poorly executed, poorly fucking done. It's a games as a service fucking bullshit. And they've made some of the best games ever. They said they're going to start focusing on mobile games now.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself.
I want to give an example real quick to the audience, right? So here's original Contra. I'm just going to play a few seconds of it just so you can see. All right. That's original Contra, right? That's the graphics with original Contra. NES, right? But there's an arcade version too, but the arcade version looks very similar. This is the remake, okay? Look at this.
Our chopper's taking enemy fire. It's going down.
This game is sick. Look at the graphics. It's so crisp. It's so fucking nice, right? So now imagine that new fucking game with the good graphics. Like you're getting the Contra experience, but then you got a fight stick, right? And you're playing like real arcade mode. It's amazing. It's amazing. And there's a lot of games that have done this. Like remember the NES DuckTales? During the Wii U generation or whatever, they did a remake of that, the NES DuckTales, and like you can use the stick on that as well. Like that's what I need. I want an arcade that's nothing but good graphics.